I make a ton of long videos, podcasts, interviews, deep dive tutorials, and for as long as I've been doing this, there's always been the same annoying bottleneck. Turning that long-form content into short, snackable clips that actually perform on socials takes forever. I'd record hours of the good stuff, then sit there manually hunting for the 2-minute gems, trimming, exporting, and cropping for each platform. Honestly, that entire manual process just burned me out. Then I tried Vizard, and it completely changed how I work. Here's the thing about my old workflow. I'd record everything, then spend days editing a single episode into dozens of clips. I was juggling Premiere Pro timelines, exporting multiple aspect ratios, and manually writing captions. I was constantly trying to remember which moment would resonate on TikTok versus LinkedIn. It's doable, but the inefficiency is absolutely real. Vizard didn't just shave a little time off, it totally rewired the whole process. What hooked me first was how Vizard automatically finds the parts people actually want to watch. You upload a long video, doesn't matter if it's an interview, a webinar, or a 90-minute live stream, the AI analyzes the whole thing. It finds emotionally charged moments, punchlines, or information-dense segments, and creates ready-to-post clips. I mean, it's uncanny. Instead of me manually scrubbing through hours of footage for that one golden quote, Vizard pops out a handful of viral-ready edits in minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Automated clips sound cool, but can they actually feel human? Will they cut out mid-sentence or pick awkward moments? The answer is mostly no. Vizard's smart markers pick clean in and out points, and it builds clips with natural pacing, so you don't end up with weird jump cuts or truncated thoughts. Plus, it gives you options. If you want to nudge a clip start a few seconds earlier or add your own intro, you can. It doesn't steal your creative control, it just takes the grunt work off your plate. Another huge pain point for me was scheduling. I used to export a bunch of clips, then log into 5 different platforms and manually post across Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Vizard's auto-schedule feature means I can set the frequency and let it do the heavy lifting. Tell it. Post twice a day, prioritize TikTok and Instagram, and avoid weekends. And it will take clips, optimize them, and publish them on your defined cadence. No more late-night uploads or forgetting to post the pieces that actually convert. But scheduling is only the surface. The content calendar is what makes this feel like a real production hub. You get a visual calendar where clips live as drafts, scheduled posts, or published items. Drag and drop, tweak captions, reassign posting times, and you can see the whole month at a glance. It's perfect when you're juggling a few shows or when you want to plan a themed week of posts. And because everything is inside one platform, you avoid the chaos of scattered files and inconsistent captions. One of my favorite subtle features is how the platform handles captions and platform specs automatically. You don't have to create separate exports for 9.16, 1.1, and 16.9. Vizard will generate smart crops and captions optimized for the format. It auto-generates subtitles too, which is a lifesaver. No more transcribing 90-minute episodes by hand. The captions are editable, so if it misses a word or a name, you can correct it quickly. Compare that to some editors that either don't do captions well or charge a ton for accurate transcriptions. Vizard just includes it in the workflow. Look, other tools are great for specific things. Demo Creator is awesome for screen recording and fine-tuned editing. Descript lets you edit video like a document, and Premiere gives you granular control if you love timelines. But each of those still leaves a gap when it comes to turning long content into a steady stream of social clips. Demo Creator solves recording and streaming problems. Descript helps with transcript-centric editing. Premiere is powerful but time-consuming. Vizard sits in a different part of the funnel. It's the one that takes finished long-form content and turns it into a consistent content machine. That distinction really matters. Another small but clutch point is how Vizard supports multi-platform distribution with different captions and thumbnails per network. That matters because what works on YouTube won't always work on Instagram. You can customize captions, pick timestamps, and even attach a different thumbnail for each network. For creators trying to grow across platforms, that feature alone saves hours of repetitive manual work. There's also the discovery side. Vizard doesn't just chop videos randomly. It ranks clips by potential engagement, highlights segments with high emotional intensity or strong sentences. It even suggests hashtags and caption hooks based on the clip's content. It's not psychic, but it's smart enough to surface the stuff that trends, or at least the stuff that might trend. If you're regularly putting out long content, having an assistant that tells you which moments to push is a game changer. I should also say, Vizard isn't trying to replace your editor or your creative instincts. You can dive into the auto-generated clip, tweak the trim, add a call to action, or overlay your branded intro. It's flexible. If you're the type of creator who likes to micro-edit every frame, nothing stops you from doing that. But if you want something that takes 80% of the work out of your hands while keeping 100% of your voice, that's where it shines. Let me give you a concrete example from my workflow. I recorded a 2-hour panel last week. Normally, I would spend 2 full days just getting the clips ready. With Vizard, I uploaded the raw recording, and in about 15 minutes, the platform produced a set of 40 candidate clips. These candidates included quotes, funny moments, and a few mini tutorials. I previewed them, edited 3 for brand alignment, scheduled them across platforms with the calendar, and then I just walked away. Over the next 2 weeks, those clips brought almost as much engagement as my main episode, but required almost 0 post-production time. There are some limitations worth noting. If you want super cinematic edits with painstaking frame-by-frame color grading or VFX, Vizard won't replace a full-blown editor like Premiere or Resolve. Also, the AI suggestions sometimes prioritize punchy one-liners, which is great for viral short form. But you might need to be selective if you're trying to promote deeper, nuanced content. Finally, like any AI tool, it works best when your audio and visuals are clean. Garbage in, garbage out, so you still want decent recordings. Compared to other solutions, Vizard makes sense for creators who pump out long content and need a consistent short-form strategy. If you're using something like Demo Creator mainly for recording, keep doing that. Vizard pairs nicely with it. Use Demo Creator for crisp screen capture or webcam work, then feed your final file into Vizard to spawn a month of social clips. Descript and Premiere are still great for heavy editing, but Vizard removes the repetitive task of making dozens of platform-ready snippets. At the end of the day, Vizard turned the part of my process that I hated into the part I actually enjoy. Instead of spending my evenings editing, I get to focus on more creative things, writing new episodes, interacting with my audience, or actually living a life. It's not magic, but it's close. Automated clip selection, one-click scheduling, and a visual calendar that makes publishing predictable instead of chaotic. If you're producing long videos and want to scale your short-form presence without turning into a full-time editor, give something like Vizard a shot. It's helped me turn a single long episode into a reliable stream of short content, saving me hours every week. It made my social strategy feel intentional instead of accidental. I'll drop a link below so you can check it out yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.